Hi everybody, it's Paul Lemiski from Canadian Woodworks and Legacy Lumber. Welcome to our second installment of Slaburday on Saturday. Today we're taking a huge elm log, we're going to be estimating its board footage, putting it onto the sawmill, slicing it up into 2.5-inch thick slabs. We'll see what's inside. I feel like there's going to be some beautiful grain going on in this log. We're then going to compare our estimated board footage to the actual board footage, so we'll be measuring all the slabs and we'll see what we end up with. I really hope you enjoy this video. Thanks as always for tuning in. All right, we went ahead, we grabbed a huge elm log. Yesterday we put it in the shop, it's right here, and it was covered in snow. All the snow has melted away. We're gonna grab it with the telehandler and get this put onto the big sawmill. We're going to be estimating the board footage using the Doyle scale. That's probably not the correct scientific, it's a scaling stick, it's a scale stick under the Doyle scale, okay? That's what it is. I'm able to put this on the end of the log and it will give me a very good estimation of the amount of lumber as a volume measurement inside this log. So we're going to be estimating the board footage of the log, and then we're going to be actually adding up every single slab we get out of it and see how close we come to this estimation. All right, let's grab the log. We're going to take it up to the sawmill. All right, we're up at the sawmill. We got our big one and we got the wood miser. We were sawmilling hard the last few days, so we have a stickering rack that's in our way that we're gonna move. Hopefully the Halut can just move the whole thing. I don't know if it actually can. We're gonna find out. She's loaded up. And then we got our stickers. These are what go in between all the lumber for air drying. They're special stickers. They're breeze dry, so they have these flutes on them, so it gives you minimal contact with the wood, so you get less chance of sticker staining, any mold forming, anything like that. Okay, we're up here at the sawmill. We have our log, and I do actually have it situated how I want it on the bunks on the sawmill as well. But we're gonna estimate the board footage. So we have my scale stick here, and this is on the Doyle scale, which is advantageous to a bandsaw type sawmill because this is based on a 1/4-inch thick kerf. So the circular saw blade is gonna take away a 1/4 inch worth of sawdust on every cut, versus we're about 30% less waste with a bandsaw mill. So the numbers I get on here, I should get a little bit more wood than what this stick shows. It gives me different lengths on here, it gives me different board footages, and it also has a scale on here from 1 inch all the way up to 36 inches. So to check the length of the log, I just hook it on, I hold my thumb at the 36 and I know I have 3 feet. So I'm gonna come here again, so we're at 6 feet. We are at 9 feet, and I gotta add 2 onto there, 10. So we got 11 footer, about 11.5 feet. Now to actually estimate the board footage, you're supposed to put this stick on the inside diameter of the end of the log. As an example, something like this, so it hooks on there. So let's say this was a round log that was 12 feet long. This scale shows me that there'll be about 432 board feet in this round log. The issue is we're dealing with live edge logs, so most of the time they're pretty gnarly. They're not round, they're usually a crotch shape like this. So we can't just check it like that. We need to do a little bit more of an estimation. So I'm gonna check it at the butt end, kind of in the center of the log, and do a little bit of calculating. So let's check it on the other side. And we know this is an 11 footer, so we kind of want to go between the 12 and the 10 footer. So let's say we go like this. In a 12 footer, it's pretty gnarly too how it waves, so let's just call it like here. So we're, it's gonna show about 500 board feet, but as a 10 footer, we're gonna show about 450 feet. So the average there is 475 board feet. That's guesstimating there. I wanna try to do a real good job, so maybe I'll just eye it up over the center of the log, which now we're showing a little bit less. about 430 versus 330. So we're more like, you know, a 380 board foot log. So that's going to be my estimation. I'm going to estimate 380 to 400 board feet out of this log. So we're going to put it on the sawmill now and see what's inside. This is exciting. This is an elm log, and we don't get very much elm around here. It's mostly dead. All right, on a bandsaw sawmill, the blade is actually being pushed down by a blade guide by about 1/4 inch compared to the wheels that drive it. And these blade guides are adjustable in and out. We're going to adjust it to a couple inches of the width of the log. You can easily do this by, easily. Okay. There we go. Sliding it over. And I just visually look at it and think that looks fantastic. And then we're going to lock her down. All right, we're going to set up for our depth cut. We're going to cut this at 10/4 and make some sawdust. Engaging the blade. Cool, seems pretty solid, nice and flat cut. It's a little punky here, but at least this is just the very outside of it, so it might be okay. All right, this is amazing. Sawmill's running perfect. We just switched the blade, brand new blade on there. I think it's cutting so phenomenal. I could actually probably cut the whole log without moving any slabs, but we want to see what the wood looks like. I want to show you what the wood looks like. You guys want to see what this wood looks like, so we're going to show you what this wood looks like with the water pop. Let's get her all cleaned up. Oh, sorry, Andy. All right, awesome. We're more than halfway through the log. We got 6 slabs cut. We've pulled them off. All the wood looks beautiful. Flat cut. The sawmill's doing its job. We're making lots of sawdust. Let's just keep slicing this thing up. And then we're going to be scaling the board footage on here, and we're going to compare it to the estimation at the start of the video. Woo! All right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slabs. We're going to take these down to the outside the shop there, lay them all out. We're going to measure them up and see how much wood is actually here, see how close we are to our little estimation, which I believe was 400 board feet. Is that what we estimated?
Around there, 375.
Okay, we're getting a little picky, folks. 375. 375. Well, let's take these down now. Awesome, right? Beautiful slabs, super happy, all perfectly cut, dead flat. This has been a good morning so far. We've whipped right through this log. Thank you, Big Giant Sawmill. Thanks, Andy, for capturing all these videos. We're now going to measure the board footage, and what that is a volume of the actual wood. There is a calculation, and it's all done in inches, and you're going to be calculating the length times the width times the thickness, and you divide that by 144, and that will give us the total board footage, which is what we estimated at the start of the video, 375 to 400 board feet total. We estimated this here. Now, these slabs aren't a single width, so we're actually going to take 3 width measurements, add those 3 together, and then use an average of the width to get a more accurate number. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and write all the numbers on. So let's get writing. "44 inches plus 29 inches plus 33 inches. I'm going to divide that by 3. That will give me my average width of 35 inches. We're going to multiply that by the length, 132 inches. And then we're going to be multiplying that by the thickness, 2.5 inches. And divide that big, huge number by 144. And that'll give us a board footage of 80 board feet. 85 board feet, 82 board feet, 75 board feet, 64 board feet, 37 board feet. Okay, let's add up all these board footages and see how accurate we were. Woo! We come to a grand total of 610 board feet. So this is exactly what I was saying, that Doyle stick, it's just an estimation, but it's also estimating the wood like an old circular sawmill would be cutting it. So every single cut, you're going to lose a 1/4 inch to the blade for sawdust. On our sawmill, we're losing 1/8 of an inch. So there's a much greater yield not being turned into sawdust, and that reflects in that number. Estimated 400 board feet, and we scored 600 board feet. Booyah! All right, everyone, the sawmill ran amazingly. The wood is beautiful. This is our second installment of Slaburday on Saturdays. We're going to be dropping these videos every Saturday, so don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell icon also, because you'll be notified of every video when it comes out. Comment below, let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think about this wood. Do you like that it's kind of stained and it's got the unique spalting going on, or is that not your thing? Let me know below. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Make it a great one.